Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Small Business Showcase with Live with Lydia. I am Live with Lydia, of course. Take this time to go ahead. Hola, Kike. Hey, Leslie. Hey, Steph. Thank you all for joining us tonight. I would say take this time to go grab yourself a glass of wine. And we are waiting for my guest. Real quick. Cheers, everybody. I feel like I need some music. Hey, girl. Yes, you're my kind of people. Cheers, girl.
Cheers. Hold on. Do you remember this?
I can't see it. I just see it like your ring light. Yes. Yes, I do. That was for my sponsors when I launched Live with Lydia. Is that
Yes.
the one you got?
Let me see if I need to scoot back. Yes. I don't
Yeah,
know if I need to scoot back, or is this okay?
I'm trying not to get that door in the back because if my dad comes out of his room in his chones, no es mi culpa.
That's funny. Do you see what I got going on?
Yes, I see the lights. I see the strobes. I feel like I need some music now. So I actually wanted
It's
to
okay.
kind
I
of
got you
match
right
your
here.
vibe. I wanted to match your vibe,
Yeah.
so I actually took over my hubby's man cave today. Table in the back. He has
Oh,
his
nice.
collectibles,
Oh, that's nice.
and he has his neon lights or whatever going on. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take over the game room, and I'm gonna pretend like I'm jamming and I'm having a nice night out.
Hey,
Let's see,
Vanessa.
who do we have? We got some people jumping on. Hi, everybody. Welcome on. Thank you for
Yes.
joining us. So today I am. Hey, Josie. Thank you. Um, trying to see here.
Y'all don't judge me with my big wine glass. It's
Just
like as
one.
big as my
Just
head.
have one.
I'll have one glass. Thank you.
That's what my husband says about this one. But the thing about this one is that it's wide. This is one of my favorite ones. It's really, really heavy too. It's like brass and it's from NOLA. So it makes me feel
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm
like a
like
party mood.
from New Orleans in my past lifetime. That's my favorite place.
Yes. Oh, that's fun. But hi,
Yeah.
everybody. Yeah, the light is a party. Hi, Connie. Connie's
Hey,
on.
girl.
Hey, girl. Hey. So yes, we are on, we are live, and today we are joined by Stephanie from S&T Party Bus. So for those of you that have been catching us on the nightly, welcome back. Today is day 3 for my small business showcase. And what I plan to do with this is I want to go live every night during quarantine to showcase a different small business, a different boss babe, a different business or service, and show them off to my tribes, show them off to my followers so that we can all come together, support, get to know one another. We can be of support, whether it's emotionally, financially, and just connect people and link everybody to hopefully the businesses and services that keep America kind of going. You know, I know being a small business owner myself and my husband having his own business, I know the necessity and the importance of customers. So that's the idea behind this. If you've been watching us, thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time and you came because of the beautiful Stephanie, welcome. Again, my name is Lydia. And we're just going to get started. We're going to jump right in. We're going to talk business. We're going to talk boss babes. We're going to talk girl chat. Pretty much let the next few minutes be a little bit of a disconnection for you. Disconnect from the norm or our new norm. Disconnect from what you have going on. And just join us. Go grab yourself a glass of wine or just the drink of your choice and join us. We're going to have some girl chat, like I said, and we're just going to get started. So thank you, Stephanie, for being with me and for taking this time to jump on with me.
You're welcome, and thank you for having me.
No
So this
problem.
was
I
the
had to
part where
have
I
you.
was gonna, hey, did you get a surprise today?
Yes. And I actually did. It's right here. I'm saving it for the perfect. Why do I keep doing that? Okay.
That was my thank you for inviting me on your show.
Girl,
Your 90.
you get my soul. She knows sparkle and pink and purple. And then I don't know if she's your friend or your colleague. She don't play around with these business cards. This is like, oh, actually I have my headphones on. This is like plexiglass. Like, I do not want to throw this away. I know the time and effort and money that went into these. This girl is not playing. Shayna Ellis, I hope I'm saying that right. And she's with Virtual Visions
she's
Design.
Virtual Vision. She does all my desserts for all my events. She started doing my wedding and then everything. She's done everything for me. Like anytime I need desserts, anything. Like she was like, well, I don't deliver. Well, I'll pay you. I said, I need you to go to Deer Park for me.
Did you tell her I was VIP?
Have my ways. Yeah, I told her, and I said, and put one of those business cards in there because this girl is up.
Yes, thank you. It's beautiful, Shayna. It was a pleasure. I didn't have the pleasure of opening the door. My husband actually did. So yeah, but whenever I saw this, I was like super pleasantly impressed. That is a thick business card. I'm telling you guys, this almost feels like one of those screen protectors. You can't even bend it. It's like plexiglass. Girl, Shayna, you got it going on. And you have a new fan of the desserts with my dad and my husband. But let's get started. Love that wine glass. Nola forever. Thank you, V Corona. So let's get started. I want to give you the floor. And I want to allow you to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit. First, obviously, Stephanie. She's with S&T Party Bus. She is the co-owner. So tell us a little bit about S&T Party Bus, how you got started, what your business services are, where do you service, and just kind of like teach everybody about your business a little bit, and then we'll go on to some girl chat.
Okay. So my name is Stephanie Jennings. Myself, along with my husband, we started S&T's Party. We came up with the idea in New Orleans. We're walking down Canal. We seen this bus rolling down Canal. The whole top, you know, in New Orleans, they do it differently than how we do it in Texas. The whole top of the bus was like cut off, and they were like partying on the top, screaming and yelling. And we had been looking to like get into business, and we both looked at each other, and it was like that, you know, that one time in moment when you just connect with somebody and you don't have to say anything, but we did. We're like, we need to bring this to Houston. But of course, the laws and regulations are very different here, so it didn't go that way. But we started off very little, like with the bus. That girl, we used to have like issues like with the AC, with this, with that. It was like horrible. So we started off with these little buses, and we actually got it done up in Mexico because we had the money, but we were like not knowing like how to like really do it. We just knew we wanted to have a business. So one bus went to the next, you know, anyway, so we're here now, 7 buses later, and we specialize in quinceañeras.
That's a big deal.
Our main bread and butter is quinceañeras. So my Latinas, my Hispanic people, those are my people. That's my market. That's who I cater to. My Hispanics, I mean, I do everybody, but Hispanic people, like, those are my people because, one, I'm Latina, and I love it whenever I can answer the phone and then just give them that personal feel, you know, like, hey, and then they're like, ¿hablas español? I'm like, okay, yes, I do.
You're
and
like,
so
I got you.
Yeah, so I make them feel really comfortable. We service Houston and all over. We have also really good clients out by Louisiana. Like, we are just all over the place. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it for how we started and, you know, how we got to where we are. But that's my girl, that's my ideal clientele. But I also do a lot of bachelorette parties. So that's bachelorette parties and birthday parties are my thing.
I know you did a Sweet 16 for my friend and ex-boss Karen with Design with Your Diamond Mind. Oh, you did her daughter's Sweet 16. She had so much fun on your bus.
Yeah, super nice lady.
So
she
besides,
kind of, like, helped me coordinate this today.
Oh, very cool. I was wondering, I'm like, how did she get my address?
Well, I got your address from whenever I bought something from your store, like a while back, like from your live with Lydia before you had the salted hippie. I bought some little earrings and some stuff, and
Yes.
so I had your package, and I was like, I know I have it
Oh,
somewhere because I'm a hoarder like that. So I seen, I was like, okay, maybe this is her address. So I confirmed with Karen,
with
and she was
Karen.
like, okay, that's the address. I said, can you see if she's gonna be home and everything? So yeah.
Correct. I'm quarantined and cooped up. I'm one of those that is like really, really scared. So I'm in my house. Hi, welcome everybody joining in. So yeah, besides your party buses, quinceañeras, weddings, bachelorettes, I know you also do what is it called? Chauffeuring, right? Like I know you recently added a Cadillac Escalade to your fleet. Is that another service that you provide?
Yes.
So a private
So that's something
transportation.
that we just started, this private transportation. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people ask me, they're like, oh, is it like Uber, or why is it so expensive? And I'm like, you can go with Uber, but that's the difference between us and like say Uber Black. You're gonna have a professionally chauffeur pick you up in style. We're gonna have drinks on there ready for you. They for you. They're there whenever you're ready to go. It's not waiting outside looking on
Mm-hmm.
the app. Like this is for a more uh, private, special, like luxe type client. So, but
I
anybody can do
feel
it.
like
But just somebody that wants a little bit
that's
more
what a lot of
money.
like that's what a lot of corporate people do. I know whenever they have to do meetings, whenever they have to do conferences, usually they need someone that's ready to go, which is what your
Yeah,
service is versus waiting to wait for the next Uber or anything like that. And I know with you, what
yeah,
I love is the miles are unlimited as long as you're within a certain, mile range, and you can go and come as many times as you need, of course, depending on how
right.
many hours you put up front. So I really appreciate that because I know whenever we did I rented your bus for the Christmas lights
Christmas
that I
lights
put
tour. Yeah,
together. Yes, I did a Christmas
yeah,
lights tour for some of my, there was some of my followers and some of my like personal friends and my kids. I love kids. So I did it for my friends' kiddos and they loved it because some of us were able to kind of meet up in a central station and then some of us just got picked up directly at our houses. So that was beautiful too because we had some hot chocolate in there and then we had some adult drinks. So there was no need to worry about who's driving, are the kids okay? Like everybody had such a fun time. And of course, your driver was a huge professional. She was very, very like educated, even to the point where she recommended different routes for the lights that I didn't even know. So I thought in my head, we're gonna go here, here, and here. These are the lights I want to see. But we were kind of disappointed because I guess the year that I went, I think it was like last year, they didn't have a lot of houses that were lit up and decorated. So your driver actually helped us a lot and took us to different
oh,
areas
thank you. I'm
that
glad.
were beautiful. Yeah, but
Yeah, I'm glad you
how
picked
long?
that.
Yeah, how long ago did you get the business started?
In 2015, we, like I said, we came up with the idea. By 2016, we were up and rolling. So we're going
Awesome.
on our fourth year actually now. So we've
Wow,
been in business for
that's
4 years.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Asai
Hi,
Strong just
Kelly.
joined. Alicia, I saw Alicia jump on too. That's awesome. And I love the fact that you're so like hands-on with it. Everything that goes through S&T Party Bus, you've planned it, you've touched it, you are not afraid to get down and dirty. I've seen you clean your own buses. You don't wait for people to kind of,
Yeah.
do things for you. It's always nice to have the help, and I know you have amazing employees, but I also love and can appreciate that you are not afraid to just get down and dirty and do everything you need yourself.
Right. Yeah. No, that's one thing about me. I'll on Saturday mornings, my husband's cleaning the buses. We're cleaning the buses because we feel like we have to make sure, like when we're not at the point where we can just like hide the help just because
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to grow and using that money to like keep investing. So we
Mm-hmm.
can do it. My husband works a 9 to 5, so he has the time. So, we're not doing anything. And of course, if we travel, which we like to travel, we'll hire like you know, someone to come and clean the buses, and they already know. But we've always taken, like now, especially with COVID-19, we've taken sanitation like to the next level. But we're very like, my husband's OCD. My husband was in the military, so his socks are like folded and ironed, and the underwear, like he's like, everything has to be in order, 100%, you know, so he's by the book, you know. And so no, I love being a part of my business. I love people connecting with me. And I, you know, like I was saying in the beginning, whenever we would have issues, like we didn't get bad reviews because I always made it right. And I learned from those things. And I feel like if I didn't build that rapport with the customers, and they know, oh, okay, I talked to the owner, so they feel kind of connected to me. Like they're not just going to go bash me. They're like, oh, well, she was so nice. And I'm like, you know, what can I do? Like, whether it's a refund or give you half off your next trip, like that's just what I had to do, you know. So my reputation, making things right, were always number one. And now that we've gotten, you know, to the point where we're buying newer buses, we're buying buses already done up, we're doing a lot of things that we weren't able to do in the beginning. And I don't know, it feels good. Sometimes whenever my husband and I, like Saturdays, all the buses, we know they're out. Sometimes the buses are doing 3 and 4 trips a day bus. So back to back. Like we just sit here and like reminisce. We're just like, can you believe like we have like a business and this is going on, and it feels so good because it's not about us, it's bigger than us. And I feel like that's one of the things that have made our business such a success, because we love to give back. We're very, very, very philanthropic. We give back year round. Anything that I do, whether it's, you know, through a foundation that I started, which was Flower Child Foundation, or anything, like the bus is involved in some way. If I'm donating school supplies, we're taking the school supplies, the bus. If during Hurricane Harvey, we did 2 bus loads full of donations. The first donation was just my neighbors, everybody like pitching in, and they all came to my house and dropped everything off. My garage was like full of donations. And we took it to Aransas Pass, like, cause that's where the hurricane, that in Rockport, was, it got it the worst. So we took one bus there. Time a church reached out to me and they said, hey, we have all this stuff, you know, but we can't get rid of it all, and we don't want to waste it. We heard that you guys are doing X, Y, and Z. So we went and got a whole bunch of like diapers, waters, and that one we do Port Arthur. And then the next time, someone else reached out to me and they were like, hey, well, we have a distribution center, come get whatever you want. I'm like, I only have parts, not, you know, so much that I can do. But I put it on my Instagram. I said, hey, does anybody have an 18-wheeler I can borrow this weekend? They're like, you're not asking for sugar, like you're asking for an 18-wheeler, like, you know. So I have a friend who has a transportation company, and they were really gracious, and they said, you know, whatever you need. We did a trade. I was like, okay, so we do taxes too. So I was like, we'll do your taxes for 2 years. Just do this load for me. You know, how much would the load be? And he was like, hey, it's $2,000 each way. I was like, okay, well, I'll do your taxes. And they're $1 million business, so that's a lot of work. So we're like, we'll just do your taxes for you for 2 years if you just take this load. But I mean, we love being a part of, or being there whenever it's needed the most. Whether it's feeding the homeless, anything like that, we love being a part of anything in the community. So whether it's, you know, partnering up with people like you or whoever, you know, I love giving back to women. I love supporting. And if I can do that, that's what I'm going to continue to do. Even if, however big the business grows, I think that I'm still going to keep those core values, because that's what's making us, you know.
And I think that's super important too, because no matter how big our dreams get and how big our successes become, I think to stay grounded and to stay humble, in the sense of like, never be afraid to be a service hand, never be afraid to be of service to someone. You never know when it's the next time you're going to reach out and need a hand. Hi everybody, I do see your comments today. I'm sitting a whole lot closer to the phone because I know the last few nights I couldn't see you guys. But hey, Red Apple 1986. Hey Jesse. Jesse was on last night with me. Hi Jesse. Love the Flower Child Foundation. Yes, we do too. I know we've linked up a couple of times. I think initially, whenever we met, I knew, I guess I'm very much an empath. So I'm all about vibes and feelings. And whenever I meet someone, I can tell you
Yeah.
right away if we're gonna vibe or not. And it was just like that with you. Like instantly I knew. It was like you were so um when you were so giving, you were just so open, you were just willing to put yourself out there and say like, what do you need, what can I do, how can I return the
Yeah.
favor. Something as simple as like whenever we're talking, we're promoting something, we're looking for donations, we're looking to donate to something in specific. Like Stephanie is the kind of girl that you know you can go to her and she'll either guide you and tell you, or she'll help you herself. And that's something that I absolutely love about you, because I feel like that's my kind of people. No matter how much God has blessed me and my husband, no matter how much I continue to just grow and evolve and thankfully be favored and blessed, by him, it never changes the fact that I want to keep giving. I think that that's something that we share, is you are blessed so you can be a blessing. And I think that's beautiful
Yeah.
that you continue to do that, you and your husband. And I do believe that's one of the reasons why you have been continuing to be such a blessing to others, because you're continuously being blessed yourself. Hey girl, Coffee
Yeah.
with Curls is
No,
here. Hey Mimi.
hey, that's my baby.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, that's the my husband knows. He'll always say, "Why are you doing that? You're always giving away all this stuff. I was giving away free party bus rides and stuff." And I'm like, they're not ever going to use it. They hardly ever use it. So I'm like, they don't want the bus. Forget about it. So I'm like, for just another way to act, because that feels good for me. For me, the whole way that I perceive the party bus is a feel good. I feel like I'm in
Mm-hmm.
business to feel good, and a feel good business. So it feels good to me if the people around me feel good. Like for me, I'm the same way like you. If the people that are driving for me don't have a good vibe, because like I tell them, they're coming to party, they're coming to have a good time. So I
Yeah.
need you to be cheerful. I need you to be happy. I need you to be warm and receiving. But they're getting all of that with me. I need that to pull and follow through all the way from point A to point B from the time you drop them off. There's a
Absolutely.
lot
Yeah.
of other things that go into it, but yeah. So my drivers, they've all been with me now, for 11 years, most of them. So I've had the same drivers pretty much the whole time that we've been like rocking and rolling.
In
So
business.
that's
Yeah.
important to me.
That's awesome.
Yep.
How
So
would you describe how would you describe this time right now of like dealing with COVID-19? I can imagine just like every other small business right now. Um, I think all of us know, all of us that are entrepreneurs that have small businesses, larger businesses. Um, I think it's
yeah.
hitting everybody. It's hitting everybody in different waves and different levels and different financial amounts. But how are you guys doing and how are you holding up?
So I'm gonna be 100% like vulnerable in this moment. I'm not. I'm out. I put my still very private. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Yeah.
like to you know what I mean? Like it's not that I'm, like hiding anything. It's just that I'm very private. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say now, and this time I can say I'm gonna share something and be vulnerable, but it's hitting us hard. It's like a bag of bricks just hit and fell. Once the rodeo got canceled, we had so much stuff lined up for the rodeo. The
Same.
most stuff that we've had for the rodeo, out the damn door. And these are things because
Yeah.
of my contract say rodeo or how, what is the event. So, and I know because I'm the one booking everything. So
Mm-hmm.
these people are traveling from New York, from here, from there. They're not going to be able to use my party bus again.
Mm-mm.
So I've been given refund after refund. They've canceled prom. They've canceled
Yeah.
graduations. This is my money making because it's not only wedding season. The quinceañeras are year round, but
Yeah.
they're canceling weddings, rescheduling weddings. And the good thing about it is some of those big things, they're going to just get rescheduled. But I mean, I can tell you now, I've given back like almost 10,000, almost 13,000, $10,000 to $13,000 in refunds.
Oh wow.
So luckily we're, we're not people that live off of our business. The party bus is not our core source of income.
Mm-hmm.
So had we been somebody living off of our business, or we would be in bad shape right now.
Yeah.
So it's hard. Like we're down like literally to the last couple thousand. I can't take this stuff anymore. And I'm a very strong person, and I'm always like, hey, you're tripping. You're just relax. But I mean, lately I've been having my moments when I get another call, and I'm like, I can't take this anymore. Like it hurts, because this was gonna be our year. This was gonna be our $500,000 year. And it feels like my little dream just went. But you know what? I'm just still staying consistent. I'm posting every day. I'm doing everything I would be doing, and if not more. I'm not a people person to where I like to be in the front of the camera in a setting like this, but I'm putting myself out there. I'm doing things that I should have been doing. You know what I mean? But it's making me become that. I feel like everything's happening for a reason. So like I'm using this time to like pivot and change things about how I do business, put myself out there. And I've had like the girls from HLB, like Jen and Connie, is like, hey, you need to put yourself out there. Like nobody knows, who you are and who y'all are because you just post, your parties and the buses and stuff. And I posted the flyer that you had made, and I had a girl comment. She was like, I'm so glad like I can kind of like put a face to like the business of,
and that's
like,
what I was telling you. During this small business showcase, I'm forcing people, not forcing, but I'm kind of pushing people a little bit because it's so easy for.
I was like, oh no, girl.
Yeah. Yep. It's so easy for you to just give me a logo. And I keep telling everybody during these are small, intimate lives. These are small, intimate settings. We're not filming in a studio setting like I normally do. We're not filming on location. We're not filming with all the equipment and the lights and the big camera. Like I'm sitting in front of my phone in my home, you in your home. And that's what I'm kind of pushing people out and say, I want to put a face to the business, because especially during these times, it's so much easier to see and to appreciate who you're helping, who you're supporting, where your money is going. If people can actually see, oh, it's helping Stephanie pay her monthly dues for her bus, or it's going to help Stephanie and her husband put some gas in those giant buses. It's so nice to see physically who you're helping, who you're supporting. And that's why I was a little bit more pushy this time, where I was like, no, I don't want your logo, I want your face.
No, and I appreciate you're making me, because from the time that I got engaged and married, I gained like 70 pounds. So for me, I'm uncomfortable. And then I'm in camera and I'm like, oh baby, I was like, but that's a whole nother thing. But now I'm like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Like, I'm going to keep it real. Like, this is who I am right now. This is what you get, what you see, what you get. Yeah. The physical is not what's inside. You know what I mean? Like, I've always been what's inside type of person, but even more so now. Like, it's just making me see the world like so differently. And I embrace things a whole lot differently now. I embrace people. I'm so like accepting and warming, and I've always been like that, but now I'm just even more like just on a different level. Last week or the week before, so just like last week or the week before, I was out at a truck station, at a truck stop, giving like goodie bags, and also bringing awareness to sex trafficking. Like, so for me, like, I'm just putting myself out there. The girl was like, can I take a picture? And I'm like, oh no, I don't want to take a picture. And this time I was just like, F it, with the mask, with the gloves, everything. I'm just kind of like to that point, like it is what it is. I feel like I have a good circle of women around me. I have good friends, but
and not only like that, but it makes you that much more approachable and human. Now that you're not approachable, you're super sweet. You will literally sit there and talk to anybody, but it makes you more approachable as a businesswoman, and it makes you more approachable to have your face out there so that people can see you're just like every other woman. I think I don't know a woman personally myself that loves themselves from head to toe, down to their hair and their toenails. Everybody I know, and I pride myself, I have some of the most beautiful friends. I look around and I'm like, shit, I'm that ugly friend. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
you're not.
oh girl, my friends are gorgeous.
Girl,
So
you're motivated.
I
Whenever I
even
see you post your stuff, I'm like, yes, bitch.
thank you. That's so sweet.
So
But
I'm
I feel
like,
like
girl, yes.
we have to walk the walk and talk the talk. I don't like my body. I don't like my arms. Like I, but this
Yeah.
is me and this is the body that I have. And if I want to do more, then I do. And I'm focusing on health more than anything right now. You want to be healthy. You realize how fragile your health is when something as small and microscopic as like the freaking COVID-19 can just come and take everything away from you.
Yeah.
But I think that you pushing yourself out there and you kind of breaking down your own walls and barrier, it's only going to make that dream of your $500,000 year, $1 million year, you're going to break through because there's going to be nothing standing in your way. And the most harsh critics are of ourselves is ourselves.
Right.
And once those walls are broken, you realize how freaking strong you are. Last year was a crazy year for me, crazy, crazy year. And it took me literally hitting rock bottom. I haven't talked about much. And people know I went to therapy. People know I had a bad, bad year. I shared, I'm an open book. I'm very transparent. But when it comes to personal and family, there's only like maybe 3 or 4 people that know what I'm talking about. But it took me literally going all the way down to the bottom, almost committing suicide, for me to realize I'm strong. What am I doing? Like, why am I beating myself up? The rest of the world can do that for you. Why do it yourself? You know what I mean? And I say these things, and when I talk about therapy and when I talk about my bad year and losing my mom, not physically, because thank God she's still alive, but she's in a whole other country. I say it not for pity. I don't want sympathy. I just want to tell people, like, I post a really pretty picture. It's 1 out of 100. And most of my pictures are taken by my sister, who I'm super comfortable with because she's a photographer, and my husband, who I'm the most vulnerable and open with. And it literally takes 100 photos for me to like one. And you have to sometimes just like, girl, get out of your head, get out of your way, and know that a little weight gain, a big weight gain, a little curve here and there is not going to dictate who you are, is not going to dictate, hi, baby. It's not going to dictate who you can become. And it's not how the world sees you. When I see you, I don't see weight gain. I don't see none of that. I see a beautiful soul. I see a beautiful face. And I see a fucking hustler. I see you are literally involved in everything. And I'm like, how does this chick have time? And then you're still laying there being all fabulous in your pool. Like, girl, I didn't even take a shower today. How did you have time?
Girl, sometimes I don't even shower. It might be 2 days, so y'all don't know that. Girl, today I was like, I was putting perfume on. Before I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do my makeup real quick, and I was like, no, you need to go get in the shower like all day, like, because I have family in town, so they have the kids, and I'm like, y'all need to go outside to the pool. I'm gonna set up upstairs. I need to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, don't come inside.
Yeah.
I said, I'm gonna take some popsicles outside with y'all thing. But girl, sometimes I'm like, is that me? I'm like, ew, you're nasty, bitch.
You start
like, go
going,
get in the shower.
Yeah. You go run. And now I get it. I mean, I totally get it. I've always talked about how much of a hard worker my husband is, but it took me owning my own business to be like, dang, I'm tired. And I don't work as many hours as he does. I'm like, how do you do it? I have such a huge respect for him. I look at him now and I'm like, damn, you're a boss. Like, your goals as far as like being a businessman, he gives it his all. And he still makes time for his woman who's a little
I've seen that firsthand.
attention whore.
I've seen that firsthand whenever I don't want to put it out there because I don't know if you wanted to put it out there, but I also have Houston Diamond Girls, and we recreated Ring, and her husband was like coming in the middle of his lunch all the way from, I don't know, League City, Pasadena, Clear Lake, Pasadena, coming all the way to the Galleria to meet with us for an hour. So it takes probably an hour to get there, meet for an hour or so, and then go back. I was like, this man is like the definition of, like, you know, the globe, and he's holding like the world. Like, he's the man, the big hero, and this is Lydia right here. Like, Like that's
But
how I picture him. He's definitely
yeah,
that type of person to me, like how I seen him, and I feel like he just, you know, the world is your oyster, and as long as you're
yeah,
happy, and I feel like y'all son is happy, I feel like that's, you know,
yeah,
his
and he
happiness.
is, and
My husband's like that too.
he's our world for not just me and my son. I feel like he has so much on his shoulders, a heavy piece for him to hold by himself, but he never complains. He never does it. He's a family man. He's a giving man. He has over 20 employees to look after. I mean, he has a business to run. He has friends, and somehow he has time and energy to do it all. Sometimes he's dragging, but he's doing it. And it's the same thing we do. Sometimes we get a shower. Sometimes, like you said, it'll take 2 days. But don't let that crush you, because there's always tomorrow. There's always next month. There's always next week. Just know that the way
Yeah.
you see yourself is not accurate to how we do. The women that admire you, the women that support you, the women that are following you and are your fans, because I consider myself a fan of S&T, of Stephanie, of Flower Child. I consider myself a fan. I wanted to read this comment from the Lofty Mom Art. She says, I'm so sad hearing all of this. It's so true, though. Everyone is being hit hard. Thank you all for being so open and real, sending lots of love to you, Stephanie. See, you keep your head up.
Thank you. No, I love actually still on Lofty Mom. She created my logo for Boss Women Culture. She created my logos
Yeah,
for Flower Child Foundation. She's created my logos for S&T's Party
I
Bus.
love her.
I love her. Anything, I feel like she's just like a little baby. Like whenever we met, I felt like she was like a little egg.
Just
And I'm
want to
like, what do
carry
you
her
need?
and be like, you're
And
so
I just was
cute.
like looking for ways to support her. And I'm like, what else to do? Like,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
so
girl.
I've never met
So
her until now, you know, but
I've had the privilege of meeting
yeah.
her. I've actually got to film with her husband in their home studio, or because he does like
Oh yeah,
leather
I
goods
did see
too.
that.
Oh my God, I fell in love
Yeah,
with her
that
right
does
away. I
remind
fell
me.
in love with her over the phone, just text messaging. But once I saw her in person, I'm like, you
That's
are
how
the
I was with
cutest
her. I felt
little thing.
connected. Yeah.
We have a couple more comments. Someone was saying she's so glad I pushed you. Oh, V underscore Corona said she's glad I pushed
That's my
you.
girl Vanessa.
Hey,
She started off as
Vanessa.
my intern for Flower Child Foundation. She's like my little sister now. So
Aw.
whenever I go to New Orleans, I'm like, hey, I got a crazy idea. Let's go to New Orleans. Come on. And the first time I took her to New Orleans, well, not her for her first time, but whenever we went, she had a boot on, girl. We took her down I took her down Bourbon Street with a boot.
Girl. No. My Leslie's on here. Hey, Leslie. That's my girl. She's my second half of the Salted Hippie. She's on here. My Munchkin's
Hey,
on here.
Leslie.
Veronica. She's saying they are two perfect souls, Lydia and Juan. I love you, Vero.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Gotta get the girls in bath. I'll hop on later to watch the Alicia Lofty Mama. Thank you. We were just talking about her. But yeah, girl, I think as women, especially as entrepreneurs, as women that have so much going on, we're so multifaceted. We're so great at multitasking. You have to remember, though. That's what I said yesterday when I was on live with Jesse. Even if it's 30 minutes, even if it's 15 minutes, even if it's an hour, each day, just have a moment for just yourself. In your case, I know you don't have kids yet, but you have your doggies, which is it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
You're a wife, you're an entrepreneur, you're a businesswoman, you're philanthropist. So every day, just remind yourself, like, of the conversation, whether it's this conversation or any conversation you have where people uplift you, and just sit down for a minute and just have that 30 minutes of just like, this is just Stephanie time, whether it's in the bath, whether it's in your beautiful pool, just have a glass of wine and remind yourself and repeat that to yourself. Like, I am what I want to be, and I am who I want to be. And just keep it moving, keep it pushing. I know you have a lot of people that admire you and look up to you and want to support you in any way they can. Hey girl, both of your makeup looks really flawless. Oh girl, thank you. It's this
Thank you,
lighting.
girl.
That's my sweet
And I'm like, let
Leslie.
me hit my angle. So, okay. So whenever Lydia asked me, so obviously y'all know that I had on Pumpter, right? So, girl, I don't have no tripod. I have a pro camera. I have all kinds of stuff, but I did not have a tripod. So I'm like on Amazon, like April 23rd. I said, no, my live's this weekend. I was like, Lydia told me I need a freaking stand. So I was like, either I can bring it up or I go get me. I was like, this is for Live with Lydia. I said, go, girl. I went to Best Buy, ordered it online with the ring light and the tripod. Like, girl, it's like lifted up. I was like, I gotta come correct for this.
It's not as to our viewers if we're like moving it. Yeah, that's why I meant like just have like a stand or a tripod to where it's stationary. That way, as much as we move, they're not getting dizzy. But yeah, so is there any way? I know we've been on here for a minute, and I know, huh? I didn't hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I didn't say anything.
Oh, sorry. So I know we've been on here for a minute, and I know we have, like, for myself, I have a late dinner coming with my husband right now. We're going to pretend like we're going to go on a date. Are you still there, love?
Hold on, you cut out for the last.
Let me see. Okay.
I didn't
I'm
catch
back.
the
Can
last
you see
part. Yes, now I can. So you were saying we've been on for a minute.
I said, I know we've been on for a minute, so I'm sure you want to get back to your family and your husband. I know I have a date right now. My husband and I are going to pretend we're going on a date.
Okay,
girl. So, but yeah, so before we let you go, is there anything else you want to share with our viewers? Or is there any way, if you can tell us how we can support you? I know maybe right now, because of social distancing and quarantine, it might not be the best time to actually hop on a bus, although your buses are super clean. What is another way besides renting one of your buses that we can support you, that we can promote you, that we can show you some love for your company and continue to support you as a small business?
So right now, I'm happy with just like my picture, share it, put in your stories. I'm not asking to post it on your timeline. Put it in your stories. Tell someone else about us. Refer us to a friend. If you do want to party, hey, come on, let's party. I do have a special going on. So if they book 4 hours, you get the 5th hour for free.
Oh, wow.
So that's just really a way that they can support by gift card for somebody. It doesn't have to be for like a full party bus, but just to kind of like say, hey, there's this party bus company, and they can put the difference to it. So any little thing, we're appreciative right now. We're just waiting it out and seeing, but
yeah, totally get it, girl. What is the best way for someone to contact you?
So they can contact me if they go over to S&T's Party Bus Houston. Since we're on Instagram, I'm just going to say there, and all the information's in the bio. Phone number, email, anything that you need.
Okay, perfect. What about the gift cards? How do they buy the gift cards from you? Are they digital?
In the link in the bio, they just press the link, and it's going to have it blink like top link, like gift card, buy me.
Totally get it. Yes, girl. I am so happy we were able to jump on and chit chat, even if we can't do it like in person. I know we still have a few photos pending. I haven't forgotten.
Okay, yes. No, we need to do that. I don't know if you know, but I have a partner. So she runs my Instagram. So with all this going on, we haven't met, but I'm trying to revamp that and kind of like show her like what we really want to do. But anyway, so
the what?
So I want to revamp the whole what she's doing, but we haven't had time to like meet in person to where I can tell her like what I really want to do. So I wanted to like basically I'm gonna be deleting everything and
starting fresh.
Yeah.
With your vision.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So she didn't know about social media, so it's kind of like I let her, but so it's good for her to like just get a feel for it and see, what it is. But I want to sit down with her. Yeah, I want to sit down with her and show her, hey, this is the look, this is the flow, this is what we're gonna do. Like, I want to get like do a video with you, show it off.
I'm ready.
So it's I have a lot of different things that I want to do, but Yeah, so
I'm excited. Give us your username for your diamond business.
my diamond business is at Houston Diamond Girls. That's it. Houston Diamond Girls with the plural.
Awesome.
So yeah.
And they are amazing. Like you blew my mind when we were talking about possibly, uh, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, remodeling my ring, reconstructing my ring,
Mhm.
upgrading my ring. I don't know what you want to call it. But my husband and I actually started looking at different companies, and we went with the company that created my first set. And I had a vision. I knew exactly what I wanted, so I just kind of told them, I want this, I want that, I want this color, I want this look, and they came back at me with an estimate. And luckily we were in a place, at that time, that I was like, well, it's not too bad. I shoot it over to Stephanie, and I was like, what? I told my husband about it, and he's like, what, how the hell can she do that? She has access to wholesale, she has access to custom builders, so you're literally skipping out on paying
The middleman.
the middleman, which is, you don't have to go pay, for example, and I'm not down talking or talking mess about them, but for example, Zales has a huge rent they have to pay to like Baybrook Mall or the Galleria. So
Yeah.
you're bypassing all of that, and you're going directly to someone that is not only knowledgeable, because you have over 7 years experience
Yeah,
in
7
that,
years
right?
experience in the diamond industry.
And she can get them for you wholesale, so you're not having to pay the commission for the finder and all that stuff. And the deal that she gave us was amazing, and I
Yeah.
am 100% satisfied. So
Yeah.
I would definitely refer you to a friend. I've actually already told a couple people about you. Hopefully they have called you. But as you all know as well, I do not recommend, endorse, promote, speak about anybody that I haven't personally used, or services, items, even food, that if I don't like it, I won't speak about it.
And
So
I want to cut you off real quick. I can say this to any, I don't know who's on here, who's going to watch it, but Lydia is somebody that really taught me about influence.
oh
And I've
sweet.
told you this before, so I'm going to
You
tell it.
have.
So I don't know who's going to come on here and watch, but Lydia does not have like these influence. She does not influence. Lydia is her own boss. She does her own thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's not, you're not like, oh, I'm an influencer. But if you're looking to do something, you need to get with her because she's a true influencer. I've had so many people that rented our party bus, and Lydia's not, even though like we connected and stuff, you weren't looking for freebies, you weren't looking
No.
for discounts. She's all about like supporting the business. She'll pay full price. I did give her a discount whenever you rented the bus. But Lydia sent me Karen. She sent me Kelly. I mean, all these people like they're, oh, Lydia sent me, or I found you because of Lydia, or I seen this. So if y'all want to do something, you need to get with Lydia because Lydia does have real influence. She's a real influencer, and she doesn't go by the influencer name. That's a real influencer.
I just, honest to God, I love connecting people. I think I'm a natural born networker. I am the oldest child in my family, and I feel like I have the responsibility of like, hey, family Sunday, we're doing this, we're meeting here, we're eating this is happening. I think it's just a mixture of my OCD and a little bit of a control freak, and I love bringing people together. I love people respecting my advice, my opinion, my referrals. So I take that really, really serious. I'm not going to speak on
People,
something
you have a
if I
trust
myself
factor, and your
haven't worn
influence.
it, haven't ate it, haven't used it. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one thing I can say.
Thank you so much, hon. But I'm going to let you go now so you can go to your hubby and your family. I heard your puppies in the background. Mines are yelling at me outside too.
Yeah.
My son has decided to come and bombard the game room as well. So I know we're both very, very busy, and I really appreciate you taking the time to jump on, to get, to get your face out there and to let my tribe get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah.
I will be, whenever I post this, I would be linking her and all that information. All of these awesome lives that I've been doing, I'm actually going to put them together and put them on my website as well.
Oh, awesome.
So that I can hopefully promote and show you off to an even bigger audience. But I really appreciate you coming in. Don't forget, you guys, give her a follow. Think about her the next time you need any party bus, any chauffeurs, anything that you may need, give her a shout out. And as always, thank y'all for watching. Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you, Lydia, and thank you for having me. I really, really appreciate you pulling me out of my shell and bringing me here today. And again, for this beautiful glass that you had bought me. So cheers. I got some Hennessy in here. So I'm going to turn up. Cheers.
Cheers with an empty glass.
Tell Juan I said hi, and y'all
I
have fun
will.
on your virtual date night, or not virtual date night, but on your date today.
Indoor date.
Yeah, indoor date. Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Bye,
Have a good
girl.
night. We'll see y'all again.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.